Saccharin was the most popular artificial sweetener. Every diabetic patient knew what saccharin was, and every household with a diabetic patient had saccharin at home. It was, literally, the indispensable sugar substitute in their daily tea, coffee, milk, or juice. Then something happened. Saccharin fell into disuse and disrepute. A strict no-no. No saccharin. Saccharin was, so to speak, an untouchable commodity. What really happened was this. Around the year 1970, a US research dropped a bombshell. And this scared the people away from their daily sweetener, the ubiquitous saccharin. What did the scary report say? It reported increased incidence of cancer in laboratory rats exposed to saccharin. The word cancer was an alarming word, and people dropped saccharin like a hot potato off their daily routine. But two more points contributed to people's aversion to saccharin. Besides the fear of cancer as explained above, saccharin had an unpleasant property. It left you with a bitter, metallic taste in your mouth. At the same time, approval by FDA of the new sweetener, aspartame, was a godsend to diabetics. Not only was aspartame safe, it did not leave the metallic taste in one's mouth. So the safe aspartame replaced saccharin, and even now, aspartame is the safest artificial sugar substitute used by diabetic patients all over the world. Tea, coffee, milk, juice, or dessert, the choice was clear: the sweetener must be aspartame. But now comes the exciting news. Notwithstanding its serious effect on rats, or its metallic taste, saccharin has a life-saving property. It works as an effective antibacterial, even when conventional antibiotics prove ineffective because of drug resistance. Antibiotic resistance is a nightmare for patients as well as for doctors. The antibiotic drugs, even in the maximum permissible dosage, do not stop the growth of bacteria in the infected region. Either the bacteria have evolved to tolerate the drug, or the number of bacteria killed is very small compared to the rapid rate of bacterial multiplication. There are several reasons, one of the most alarming being random antibiotic administration, either without a prescription or on the prescription of a doctor with a fancy degree but faulty medical knowledge. But when bacteria develop resistance even to multidrug therapy, that is, a combination of two or more drugs, the situation is sometimes a hopeless one. Resistant pathogens, that is disease-causing microbes, like the below-mentioned ones, are dangerously deadly. In 2019, they caused 5 million antimicrobial resistance-caused fatalities. But now, there is good news. The discarded saccharin has come to the rescue. Saccharin acts in two ways. While saccharin itself limits the growth of certain microbes, it also augments or enhances the effect of certain antibiotic drugs. That means, in some cases, where drugs alone prove ineffective, its efficacy may be enhanced many folds if administered along with saccharin. Saccharin overcomes the microbial resistance as it breaks the bacterial cell walls and lets free entry of drugs into them, causing the death of bacteria.